I don't know what's wrong with me.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
I think for me, hunting in Alaska has always been a dream. You look at stories, you read magazines, you look at books, and there's always this allure to the wild. I mean, just think about growing up a kid and watching, you know, what's that White Fang, right? Where that kid grew up in Alaska and had the wolf and stuff like that. And you look at all these different stories and you watch it. So for me, hunting in Alaska has always been one of those dreams. And I always thought it was an unattainable goal. I always thought it wasn't in the budget. It wasn't something that I could do. So when we had the opportunity to create a film project, it made it a lot easier for us to sell it to our wives. Going as a film where we want to do it one way and then coming to Alaska and totally changing it to another way, because just like that river, always changing and always developing and showing its power, Alaska changed all of us. It brought us all together to create something that was different than what we all had imagined, and I think more powerful than all of us had imagined, from fishing to hunting to just the camaraderie.
Can you block the sun out for us on this one? Not there. I need it higher up.
I could hold the tent up.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I look at eating a little bit differently than a lot of people. You eat with all 5 of your senses. If you eat with your sight first, your smell, and your taste. That's what most people are looking at when they talk about food. They see it, they smell it, they taste it. But as hunters, we're able to use our other 2 senses. We're able to not only do that, but we're able to touch our meal, and we're able to hear our meal. We're able to use all 5 senses for that meal. When we hear the hoofs, or we hear the paw prints, when we take our knife and we hear the fascia cutting away from the skin, when we hear the vacuum seal bag go around our meat, when we hear the pan sizzle, that's part of our meal experience. We get to touch every aspect of that. The moment that animal hits the ground, these hands are the only thing that touches it, from the very beginning to the very end. I'm the one that picks it up, I'm the one that prays over it, I'm the one that butchers it, I'm the one that puts it in the freezer, and I'm the one that feeds my family. My family now is touching it, they're now smelling it, they're now seeing it, they're now hearing it. With every bite they take, they're hearing and feeling every emotion. That's what food does.
You know, when you hunt, you don't hunt to let go, you hunt to kill, and that's the point. And there's a poetic point to that, and that's food and sustenance and survival for family or a village or whatever. And one of the beautiful things to me is fishing is no different. We're still hunting for a fish, but I can always let that fish go. You know, I don't know who caught it before me, and I don't know who's going to catch it after me. It could be an eagle, who knows? You know, and there's beauty in that I'm not the only one that gets to enjoy a particular fish. You know.
Oh, blood's pouring.
Beautiful shot, dude.
What'd you just do?
I hate killing. I don't want to kill that animal, but I also don't want someone else to kill an animal for me to eat. So I would rather take that animal's life and enjoy the story surrounded it than buying a steak at the grocery store and not having a story, just having a meal.
Well, thank you for this trip.
Here in the tundra of the Yukon tundra, the vegetation's so thick and the river's so wild and there's such a vast expansion that they rely on bait stations. They rely on tree stands and bait stations. And for a lot of people, bait stations, they view it as an unfair advantage. They view it as a way that we're drawing the creatures into us versus us pursuing our meal. But Jim had a really cool analogy. He said he treats a bait station like a garden, where you have to tend your garden and take care of your garden so that you can harvest your vegetables. He views that bait station as his garden. He goes there, he's not gonna go there and shoot his 5 tags of bear. He maybe needs 1, 2, or 3 a year, and he treats that as a garden. When he needs his bear meat, he goes to his bait station, he baits, and he shoots his bear because he understands that they're used for meat and not for a trophy. But thinking about that bait as a way to maintain your garden and your family's lifestyle is a cool concept.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone needs to eat. If you don't eat, you die. And if we come together around a dinner table, then the world's a better place. If we came together and understood culture through a plate, we would understand the people. Coming here and having Inuit native foods that we can't even hunt, like whale and seal and walrus, and coming in with a respectful manner, opens up this idea for them saying, hey, we want you to come to our tribe. We want you to see how we do it. We want you to be a part of our family. That's what food does.